I mean, we were confident that we were going to move the ball. San Diego State, they line up in a bunch of different fronts on defense. So our coach was calling like a bunch of plays for me to, look for depending on what defense they were in. And, it was tough, but we were confident that we were going to move the ball.
How much discussion and what kind of discussion was there after you scored the final touchdown and before the two-point conversion?
I think San Diego State, did they call 2 timeouts? Or they called a timeout, so they gave us a little time to think about whether we was going to go for 2 or not. But we had no doubt in our mind that we were going to go for 2 and try to win the game. The offensive line Brett told specifically was saying run the ball, go for 2. And Coach Muck can obviously take risks. He believed in us, and we believed in ourselves.
Let's talk about the interception. But take us through that. What did you see?
Yeah, I mean, I was just running to the ball, and Jalen kind of slipped and was able to get a hand on it, luckily, and it just fell right into my hand. So, I mean, it was just right place, right time for me, and just kind of a gift from the football guys, I guess.
I mean, I don't think we did anything new that we didn't do all year. I don't think we lined up anything new that we didn't do all year.
We just took advantage.
Yeah, I honestly don't. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Could you sense your defense tiring as the game went on?
Yeah, I was tired, so I knew everybody on the field was tired. I truly believe everybody on the field was tired. We was going fast. Obviously, the clock was running, and we were running the ball, not stopping the clock, so we was going.
Was the consensus going to be that play on the two-point conversion?
Yeah, we had it was about 2 or 3 plays we thought we were going to run, but everybody kind of agreed that was probably the best one to run at the time.
Yeah, during the timeout, our O-linemen, they wanted that play. Everybody on our O-line wanted that play. Our wide receivers wanted that play. And it was actually a fight between both our wide receivers, either go the opposite way or that way. So, because somebody wanted that pancake block. But, our O-line did a tremendous job. They called it. Coach believed in them, trusted it, and they trusted in us and me. And we just got it in. So I just had to catch it and run. Not at all. Like I said, our O-line, I trust them with everything I have. And they trust us in the backfield. Those guys work their butt off, and they have great leaders on the O-line like Brett Toth, Mike Houghton, and, that whole O-line worked hard. So.
How do you guys feel going out, beat Navy, and then you come back and win this game in an exciting fashion? How you guys feeling right now?
I mean, I can't really describe the emotions I feel. It's, obviously our seniors' last game and this last time this team going to play together. I love all my teammates. I cherish all the moments of these last couple practices. We knew it was going to be emotional, and we knew that, we wanted to go out with a win, and being able to do that, beat Navy, win the CIC, win a bowl game, it's unbelievable. All the work that we put in, we know that it's, paying off and it works, and if we continue to believe in each other and believe in the system, it'll continue.
A lot of people surprised by it. A lot of people in NCAA, a lot of people that watch college football are surprised about our progress, but we're not. So I mean, it feels great to win, and we just believe in the system. Like Amar said, we believe in our coaching staff, and we believe in each other, and we knew what we had to accomplish and what we had to do to accomplish. So I mean, it's an exciting feeling, but we kind of knew we were gonna get to this point.
You feel like you guys were able to kind of get to their heads a little bit by sustaining those drives with all the sportsmanlike penalties that they were having?
Definitely. It's happening almost every game we play. A lot of people get frustrated because we hold the ball for so long, and we start to wear them down with our fullbacks, with Ahmad, with our quarterbacks, with pitching to the outside. We start to wear them down. A lot of people get real frustrated, and we didn't have to talk smack and do all that stuff like they did. All we had to do was play our game. That's what we did. So.
Ahmad, has it sunk in yet that this is the last time you'll be playing college football? What are you doing? What are you guys next?
I'm not sure yet. I don't know my branch or post assignment yet, but yeah, it is sinking that, I started all the way at prep school, and it happened so fast to be here now. It's emotional to know that it's my last game.
You
Yeah. You got it.
Just being a senior, I've really seen the whole transition from my freshman and sophomore years. We were winning 4 games, and we won 2 games, but we're close. And then finally we flipped the script last year, and then we just kind of built that foundation that we're still building to the point where 10-win seasons are now the expectation. And I mean, as a senior, just leaving this underclassmen that just do so much, and we're just so proud of them. And just to leave them with that momentum leading into next year is something we're definitely proud of.
And I'm a sophomore, so when Army program was, when they won 2 games, I was at a prep school. But I went to every home game, and I saw the grind that these guys put in, these upperclassmen now, these seniors now. I saw their work ethic, and I came in, and my class came in with that same work ethic to try to match them, because that was our responsibility to live up what they were doing. And we knew we were going to get to this moment just off of Coach Monken, our coaching staff, and the work that these guys put in. And it allows us now to move forward, hopefully go undefeated next year. So.
You all had fewer preparation time for this game because of the way you're getting Navy. Do you think you got an edge at all by playing more recently than?
I mean, I think in my opinion, I just want to say first and foremost, I think Coach Monken, best college football coach in college, and every time we play, he helps us realize that we're playing for something. When we playing at home, all our goals were to go undefeated at home. For Temple or Duke, it was just a game against them. When we playing Air Force and Navy, we know that we playing for the CIC championship. In this game, we knew that we were playing for that trophy, and I said this before, but I didn't know that the trophy had brass from every military branch, in the military. And I think those things I would agree they do give us an edge. And Coach Monken just continuously remind us that we're not playing for, not only are we playing for each other and ourselves, but we're playing for something bigger than ourselves. I think just those continuous reminders, regardless of how much time we have to prepare for a game, it keeps us on edge to play.
Alex, can you talk about the mindset on defense, particularly going up against an offense that's such an accomplished running back in the backfield?
Yeah, I mean, the mindset was to just play assignment sound and gap sound, and we knew that if one of us was in the wrong gap, he would expose it. And on his long runs, that's exactly what happened. There was some miscommunications where some guys were blitzing when they shouldn't, and some guys aren't blitzing when they should. And I mean, that specific place is exactly where he hit us. And I mean, he's just a phenomenal player. I mean, he's one of the top players we played all year, no doubt. And I mean, we were definitely focusing on him every single play, and he still was able to have such success. So, I mean, we really just tried to limit him as much as possible. That was kind of the mindset.
Start with an opening statement and then take questions.
Had them all the way. Wow, what a game! What an incredible player Rashad Penny is. First of all, I heard the guys just talking about him, and my oh my, that guy is hard to tackle and hard to catch, and just an incredible player. We knew it was going to take our very best effort to slow him down, and we certainly didn't do that very consistently. And when I looked at the halftime stats, they had I think 15 plays and 184 yards and 21 points, and oh my goodness! But we made enough plays in the second half to keep us in the game, and just a great effort by our offense to take that last drive down and score. And I think just a gritty effort, the determination. I can't say enough about our quarterback, Ahmad Bradshaw, and the season that he's had, the way he's led this team, the way he led the team today. And that last drive, I'm sure everybody could see just how gassed he was. And he just kept coming back and fighting. We played very poorly on special teams, poorly enough that it probably should have cost us the game. Just the kick coverage and the kicks themselves, and boy, that was we kind of botched the fake field goal. I thought it would be there, and we just didn't do a great job kind of bellying around that guy, but it just wasn't there. So thought we needed to take a shot, and that was the kind of game it was. Just so proud of our team, the effort and the the determination to win the game. And like the last game we played, that was a close football game. We were down 13-7 and needed a fourth quarter drive, and there just wasn't any doubt in the eyes of our players. And I saw the same determination today, and I'm really proud of that. That's not something that you can fake. That's part of who this team is, and I think the reason we've had so much success. We're so incredibly grateful to be here, to be in the postseason. This is a measure of success for everybody that plays football at this level, just to play in a bowl game. And this is one first-class game. This stadium, to be able, I've watched a lot of bowl games. I'm a football junkie, and I like to watch them, and I noticed the crowds. And when we came out today, and that crowd, just incredible. What a great job that Brant and his staff have done with this game, and it's really exciting for us to be here and be in the Armed Forces Bowl as a team that represents the Army. Very, very proud moment for us. And I apologize to Brant, and I did on the TV at halftime, and I'll do that here again. We were due out on the field at 8 minutes and 30 seconds for the national anthem, and there was a lot of conversation about a 5-minute push because of the game that was going on before us, and so we did a very poor job managing the clock. We thought we had more time, and 8 minutes and 13 seconds, we're sitting in the locker room. And they said, "Hey, you got to go," and we missed it. And I'm really embarrassed that happened. That shouldn't happen, particularly for an academy team, but to our soldiers and sailors and airmen out there who we represent, we're sorry for that. Certainly no disrespect, and we wanted to be out there for it. But proud of our team. 10 wins, second time in school history. Back-to-back bowl victories. It's going to be a lot for these guys to celebrate.
Questions?
Was there a decision at all to go for the 2-point, or was that kind of a no-brainer?
I told our offensive coordinator, Brent Davis, when we took over with 5 minutes and some change to go, that we really need to have a sense of urgency. We couldn't spend a lot of time at the line of scrimmage. I burned a timeout when they still had the ball. And right after they ran the ball, we were going to get 40 seconds. So to hit one there, I thought was important to save some time, to have enough time to put that drive together. I was going to call another one on the play where they scored. Had they not scored a touchdown, I would have called a timeout there as well, because that would have saved 40 more seconds for us. And as it turned out, that 40 seconds made a difference. Had we not called that timeout, we may not have had enough time to score. But as we got closer and I saw the clock running down and they were going to have very little time left, I knew at that point I wanted to go for 2, and I kind of put a bug in the ear of Brent and Mitch and just said, "Hey, have a 2-point play ready if we score, because if we hit a play, we were going to need to call it." And I was going to call timeout, give us some time to kind of settle in and figure out just exactly what we wanted to do, and but we were going to do that all the way. That number 20, Rashad Penny, if we went into overtime, that would have meant we were going to give him a chance to get the ball in his hands again, and there was no way I wanted to watch any of that anymore. I'd seen enough.
Coach, first quarter, you guys was unbalanced and loud. They stopped, over pursuing, losing their gap in tempo. In the second quarter, you guys was running a lot of counting. That was something that was in the game plan. You knew that it was going to be a good day for you guys.
Well, we got in an unbalanced set with 3 linemen on one side. We felt like that was going to be the best formation for us for all the different things that they were doing. When we watched their game against Air Force, they lined up in 9 different fronts, and that's unheard of. There's nobody else does it, and Rocky's been doing that against this offense for years. I faced Rocky in 2004 in a bowl game in San Francisco, and it was the same thing. There were guys everywhere, and it creates a lot of problems trying to find the right guy to block. And a couple times we missed. They ran a couple twists on the edge and we missed, and put us in a long yardage situation when we didn't make the fourth down in the first quarter. But the counter game, we hit a really good counter play with the guard and tackle pulling with a mod coming toward the building here that we needed in the third quarter, and that was a good play. But the counter action that we were getting was mostly either the trap play or a midline play, and we were still fronting out to the side where the counter motion was coming. We were just trying to slow the linebacker down in case the ball got pitched.
Sustaining drives as long as you guys were, whether it ended in points or not, do you think it was kind of getting to San Diego State defense a little bit with the sportsmanlike penalties and all that stuff that they had?
I don't know. I think it's just that's our brand of football, and we don't have anybody like they've got that when you score it through the line, it's 6 points. I mean, golly sakes, I didn't look at the stats enough, but his average per carry 15.8. Holy moly! I mean, that's really impressive, and it just wasn't taking them very much time to score. So it didn't matter if we held it for a long time or not. When that kid got the ball in his hands, he was finding a way to get in the end zone. So we needed to get points, and that's why it was so agonizing to give up the touchdown at the end of the first half. We tried to kick a sky kick, and we kicked it right down the middle on the hash. And then the second half, when we tried the fake field goal, they had really been rushing guys off the edge really hard and tight all year, and the kid kind of got up the field a little bit, and we just didn't belly around it enough. We tried to plan for that, but just didn't work out the way we wanted to. But I wanted to get 7 points there. We haven't been kicking field goals very successfully this year. We were 3 of 9 going into the game on field goals. So I thought we had a chance maybe to make that play as we did to make the field goal from the right hash.
Heading into next year, you're losing somebody, losing a bunch of lines. How do you feel about the program losing?
I'm excited about the team we got coming back. I think we've got some really good young players. We lose 3 guys on defense. We lose the 3 offensive linemen, the 2 receivers, Ahmad, and that's a big part of the offense. But I'm really excited about the fact that we got all those B-backs coming back, Woolfolk and Davidson, Holt, Slomka, got a really good young guy, McCoy. So Walker and Asbury, all those guys are back. So I think we'll be able to keep it going, and that's college football. You can't sign them to a new contract. Eventually, they're going to graduate. So I'm excited for those guys, and I can't tell you how excited they are. I think a lot of people talk about our guys serving in the military, and they say it's a sacrifice. Well, a sacrifice is something that you do when you have to give something up or you really don't want to do it. Well, these guys really want to do that. They want to serve. They want to go out there and lead people. This is an opportunity for them. They're excited about it. I'm excited for them. They're going to be great leaders in the Army, too.
I also talked about the offense, but the defense is staying down there after the interception is really took that possession away from them. The game that was going to go down to possession of the other. Isn't that right?
Play of the game. We had to make that play, and we had tried the reverse pass on the long yardage, and they picked it off, and then the quarter changed, and to come up with that play, and really an incredible play, man, that was huge. If they got another score there, it was going to be really hard probably for us to find a way to win the game.
You lose, one of the most incredible players in Army football history. What do you have to say about that?
He's a great leader, and he's incredibly poised. I don't know if you can't watch that. You don't see that necessarily when you're sitting in the stands or watching on the TV. Just his confidence and his maturity. It doesn't matter if things are going really bad. He never loses his cool. He just always has a steady confidence. And when things are going good and we score and a play goes in our favor, he'll get excited and pump his fist, but he gets to the sideline and he is just the exact same guy that he was when he went out there to start the drive. Just an incredible poise, and that's a great quality to have in a quarterback. And he's fought through a tremendous amount of adversity, certainly personally and as a player, and he's a great kid. He's got a great mom, and he's got an incredible future. So I'm so glad he's on our team, and he had a great year.
Coach, your team went out as the second ever Army squad to win 10 games in a year. What did you tell your seniors in the locker room?
Just congratulated them and their leadership, and it's those guys that led this program to this point, and I congratulated the whole team. That's a team effort. It's the coaches and the staff and the players and everybody. It's a great feeling, and they asked me after the game. Somebody was interviewing me on the field and said something about doing the unthinkable. Well, it's not unthinkable anymore, and it's the standard. So we've kind of set an expectation for what we can do, and so I think our guys coming back are going to be excited about that opportunity.
Coach, there have been some recent reports about special treatment for some kid athletes. Is there anything in wake of these
Yeah.
reports that you changing?
Yeah, we ask that you contact our public affairs office about that. That it?
Was there any hesitation on the final drive that run plays were going to get you into the end zone given how much time was on the clock?
We threw a pass down there. That we tried that switch route, and we kind of threw it in the dirt. And he was, I think, expecting the guy to sit down. And all that did was put us in 2nd and 10, made it tougher for us to run it 3 times and get a first down. And it's what we do best. Running the ball is what we do best. And we had some plays where we were getting 9, 10, 11 yards and popping off some pretty good runs. And for us, it might take us 4 or 5 tries throwing it to gain 11 yards. So this is what we do, and it's what our guys believe in, what we're best at, and that's how we felt we needed to handle that last drive to win it.
Coach, being the fact that Penny had a great half, what was some of the second time half adjustments you made on defense?
I don't know if we made very many good adjustments. I mean, he had as good a second half as he had in the first half, and the first time he popped out and ran a touchdown, I thought we were going to fix this. He's just a great player. I mean, we missed some tackles, but that's he's got the ability to make people miss and run through tackles. He's done it all year, and so I mean, our guys shouldn't feel like the Lone Ranger. There's been plenty of good players that they couldn't get him to the ground, and there were times where we didn't fit it like we needed to. Played over the top, and he sees it. A linebacker would get a little bit wide, and he'd hit the gap, and then there's other times where we got the inside gaps closed up, and he bounces out to the outside, and it's what he's done all year. It's why he's got 2,000 and some yards, and that 2,200, and I can add them up, 48 yards. That guy is incredible. He's the nation's leading rusher. There's a reason. What a great player, and I know he's going to have a great career.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.